Let's see, so audio is coming through. That's good. Alright, hello! We have qualifying starting in approximately 5 minutes. I'm just finishing getting set up. I need to fix my overlay, as I'm going to try and capture the OBS stream chat rather than Mozilla or Firefox's, because that stream chat did not update while I was clicked out of it. So I didn't see any of the messages until the race was entirely over. So I'm hoping this time, if I do OBS's, it'll be happy. So give me a second while I get that window set up while the game's launching. Let's change the contents of this. Move that here. Set contents. Oh, this is very laggy. Also, OVR is very much... It gets very unhappy with the Assetto Corsa for some reason. Please select a window. Oh, it deleted. Okay. I have to look down in the corner because I think Assetto Corsa steals the input for anything in front of it. So everything in front of my view. So I literally have to be turned backwards to do this. No, that's not what I selected. Chat. Oh, okay, we have 2 messages already. Let's go. So this is working. Oh my god, hi. Stick that up here. Yeah, that's what I was saying in the description. It's I don't like this course. Sebring is awesome. Sebring 1966 sucks. I'm glad we're doing it because it's we're doing the actual, what they did back then. So I like getting to experience that. I wouldn't have wanted them to not do it. That being said, it fucking sucks. Dude, it really is. And corner exit, it gets spicy as fuck. Alright. Close that. I think we are all set. Turn off these controllers so I can get FPS VR back. This track is also super heavy on my GPU. I am not able to really maintain 60 FPS. So it's going to be a bit stuttery. Why did my OBS move over here? Move that back. There we go. Alright, so we have practice for a few minutes. We have about 5 minutes. I've not done any actual fast laps. All I've done is practicing full fuel load. So we're probably not going to do fantastic in qualifying, but I don't really care. Let's see, what track temp do we have? That's a little bit warmer than what I practiced at, but that's fine. I did more practice with dog box shifting of not using the clutch. I've definitely gotten a lot better. but I'm still gonna miss a few shifts. I'm just worried how it's gonna feel with the stutter. All my practice I didn't have the stutter and it was already really hard. The stutter is definitely gonna make it worse. Actually, you know what? We're gonna do this. As much as I want it to be clear, I need this to be smooth. So we are going to fix the stutter because it's going to be bad with it. So I know if I go to natural mod, that runs a bit more efficient. And as much as I hate it, we're going to go to MSA 2X. It makes the jagged edges so much worse in VR, but I just have to deal with it because I want it to be smooth. Hi, Wes. I also need to join the Discord call. I have push to talk set up so I can actually like talk if I need to in there. Where's CMS? There's CMS.
Oh.
Hello. Howdy. Cool. Push to talk was working. Alright. Whoa, that's so much darker. Alright. We need to fix that. Pure config, that's what I want. This doesn't work with pure, whatever. It's giving me the performance, so that's fine. I feel like it's... Yeah, I needed a little bit more gamma. I think that's good. It still feels a little dark, but I think that's about as good as I can get it with this script. Other thing, let's see. Let's switch over to the race view for a second and see if this is working. I don't think it is. Oh, it is. Okay, so if you look in the bottom right, I have... That's going to say roughly the laps expected to the end of the race, as well as it'll have like all the info on sectors, fuel left. So it's just like a little bit of fun info. I can't see it, as you can see. Like, at least I don't. Oh wait, actually I do see it. How did I? I'm so dumb. It was supposed to be where I don't see it for the app. But whatever. There was also supposed to be a map. I wanted it to have a track map. But, oh, I just saw someone fall out of the sky. I thought this would be cool too.
Hello, everyone. Oh.
Can I? Where is the thing that I'm looking for? OBS app redirection. Aha, here we go. So it's duplicated so I can see it. I don't know if I need to see this. I like having it. Map display, we will redirect. Cool, so now I don't see it, but y'all can. I think that's cool, so you can see where other people are on the track. So we're gonna try that. Let me know if you like it or don't. I think it's a nice extra little bit to have. Cool, let's see. Alright, for my race overlays, Oh yeah, I have the map on this one, so I can see where the leader is. I think we're good. I'm gonna move this further inboard, which is probably gonna mess it up in the overlay, isn't it? Ah, that's annoying. Okay. Never mind.
Hello, fellas.
Evening.
I'm gonna make that where only y'all see it, and I'll just have my
bit,
own.
Not late yet, but a bit tight to start this thing, but we'll get underway very shortly.
There we go. I'll have my fuel right down there. Yeah, I think that's cool. When you change your overlays in VR, they change on the stream. Yeah. The idea is you see the thing in the bottom right corner. It's called racer data, as well as the map. And then these I see, and you guys see as well. Yeah, I think it looks fine. It's hard for me to see on my second monitor. But yeah, the idea is you see those two where I don't, because I like to, for racing, I like to keep it to only what I should generally know. And then I use the map because in real racing you would have somebody in your ear. So I used that on the last lap just to see if I needed to do an extra lap or not. Oof, FPS is still rough, but hopefully it'll be better. The start will probably drop frames and then it'll be good.
Starting qualification session right away. Good luck, everybody.
Alright, so qualifying. Also, what was the next gear? 260, that's way too much. Okay.
Wow.
It's gonna be toasty.
Hot weather.
Oh.
I'd rather have extra fuel to make sure I have enough laps.
Just a quick note here. Since the grid is a bit thin, just be aware that the grip level will up slowly. We should reach 100% by the end of the session, but I don't know how many laps we'll have at full grip. Might be a couple.
Oh gosh, that's very understeery.
We are going by the official CMS rules of 2 tires and the white line, right?
Yes, good point. Yeah, there's a white line everywhere, so either at apex or exiting corner, of course you can go wide if you lose a car or a one-off or something, but anything done on purpose can be penalized.
Okay, that's very good to know.
And I think there's like 1 or 2 corners where there's no white line. I go by the cones there. Is that a safe assumption?
Yes,
Okay.
but I believe they are. There's a white line pretty much everywhere. I think they're referring to corner 2 or 3 or something like that.
When I find it, I'll let you know.
Yeah, on the runway there are definitely lines everywhere.
Yeah, on the areas where you're gonna go wide, there's lines. It's Green Park Boulevard, like that right-hander.
Yeah.
Yeah, the line
So
goes
these
away,
corners
it's
here suck. These are the ones that are really tough. Not this one, the next one.
I mean,
So
just
this one.
joins up with the cones, but
You have to slow way down, and then you really are trying to maximize your speed because this is one of the longest straights. And it's just such an empty corner. There's just, like, you have the cones to go off of, but it just feels weird. And this is the exact same. And like you said, the bounds are the white line. I was curious what they were going to do with that, because the first or second corner, you can definitely gain a lot of time going way outside the lines. But I did my practice inside of them or right on the edge of them. Ooh. Alright, let's try a little more front balance. %. Oh, that's right, I'm low on fuel. I definitely want more front balance. Alright, staying within.
I just know for sure I'm gonna hit one of these hay bales at some point.
This is the
Oh,
one I gotta
absolutely.
stay inside. Yeah, see how tough it
Gotta
is to
kill
stay
the
in there?
ones.
Our goal is to do a 304 for qualifying. I think my fastest in practice was something like a 304. Oh my god, it's so hard to slow it. It feels so much more sensitive on the brakes. I don't know if that's just because of the lack of fuel. But it's wanting to lock them up a lot more than I'm used to. I don't have any intentions of qualifying well. From what I saw, there was a lot of people faster than me when I did my first practice set. Like, I did like a 306 and then I managed a 304. And there were a lot of people around like a 303, 302. I don't know if they were doing race pace or qualifying pace. I was doing race pace. So, we'll see. My sneaky strategy is I'm not pitting for tires this time. They actually reduced the tire wear for this race. Instead of 135% wear, they're doing 110 because they said there's a lot higher tire wear. The Corvette, I noticed less tire wear, and Connor noticed the same thing. So I had already decided not to change tires, and then I found out we were doing even less tire wear, so that only secured my idea. Alright, I can cross this white line right there, I believe. So that'll gain us about 10 seconds over people that decide to take tires. That was much faster. Problem was my entrance was slower. Alright, I'm not sure what time I've done, I haven't looked, but this lap we are going faster, so that's good. But you can see just how much you have to dance with the car here.
It doesn't seem to lead the lap times if you go over the first corners.
There's a lot of places you can go over where it won't cut the lap, but the CMS rules are 2 tires in the line.
I need to ask a question.
You know, if you go
first.
over on accident or whatever, it's fine.
Yeah, no, again,
But if you're-
Come on.
It's going to come after going over, I think.
Dang it. This was a faster lap. I might have lost it
I
all
think as long
there.
as you're not doing it intentional, nobody's gonna say anything.
Yeah, we didn't want to have rules with the you know, automatic penalty or.
But you can see I lost 3/10 that lap on that exit.
Like,
That's
if
how
you see someone
important
doing it intentionally
these
every
corners
lap,
are.
You could put a report in. But besides that, you know.
Yeah,
That's my impression, at least.
Yeah, no. Just curious.
Alright, we're faster. Oh, 306. That's not fast at all. And this is the faster lap? Oh boy. Yeah, we're definitely not going to be very fast. I'm just going to aim for consistency. And like I said, we should be faster on pit strategy. Alright, half a second faster. There we go, that's what I needed. As long as I can get this lap in, this should be hopefully decent. Maybe not. I might run out of fuel too. God. I don't care about FFB gain. Let me see my tire pressures. Oh, I missed the gear. Yeah, this will be slower. Alright, right front is... Fronts are 1 psi high. Alright, there's nobody around. I'm going to teleport to pits. We're going to call that good. We qualified third so far, which is better than I was expecting. So front tires need to go down 1 psi for 29C, just in case that changes. I don't need fuel calc. I need I do need fuel usage. Now, what was the other one that I was using before? Where did Mini go? Oh, there we go. Alright, that's how many... Okay, so this is a very tiny thing to tell me how many laps of fuel I have. That will be fine, I guess. Where is it spawning fuel usage? Oh, that's the one that I wanted. Okay, it's down there. Cool. Alright. We should be all set. Let me click on chat real quick to make sure.
Porsche would be slow, but not this slow.
Okay, cool. That's updating.
Ouch.
All right. I think we are good. Let's see what we're at time-wise. Yeah, Jake is a 302. We're not going to be anywhere close to him. Will did a 305. I knew he had done a 304 in practice, so that's not too surprising.
I was up half a second and I just ruined my lap.
Adam is close to us.
Think you can make it?
Where
Right.
is
I really ruined it. And I don't have fuel.
Connor? Why did he not do a time?
Oh well, I'm not complaining.
I am
It's
the
crazy
chat.
that this is a 3-minute lap in these cars. It does not feel that long.
It does not.
It feels that long to
Sebring is
me.
a deceptively long track.
It just feels like suffering. Ah, there we go. Got drink and drive. All
I
right,
forget, did I practice a pit? I'm gonna try practicing a pit.
I'm gonna
Pretty sure
try
pit lane
something
is just off the final corner,
controversial.
isn't it?
Yes, it is. Yep. Just stay
Lowering
right.
this is gonna free up the
There.
car more into the turn. Actually, I'm gonna do this. Probably shouldn't make changes
laps?
right before
3-minute
race
laps?
start,
I
but
got
It's 20 minutes.
I did,
19
I
or
did the
20, I
math
think.
of, I did the math of rounding up as 20 laps. So
right now it feels like the
But you also
car
got the one slow lap because of the pit
is
stop,
too
so
stable and
it might be
understeers.
19.
Yeah, probably.
So I'm gonna stiffen the rear a little bit to get it to rotate more.
Already ruined.
Because
Not
it's
that
stable
one.
until
Oh.
it snaps free, and I was trying to get more stability for that to get better corner exit, but it just means the car is not rotating enough.
Patrice is feeling it. 3049.
So I'm gonna
Patrice, on the last lap, you got me.
Patrice in second place.
we're
Yeah,
gonna try
I
that.
didn't expect that.
I don't know if that's a
Was
great
feeling
idea,
slow, but sometime you know, it's the
but we're gonna
fastest
free
you
up the
can
car a
do.
little bit.
Yeah, the crazy thing there's a lot of time left on the table as Adam showed, and it's just a matter of getting them. It's them tents everywhere, but
Yeah,
Okay,
that
that
was crazy
entry's not
looking at
bad.
that was crazy looking at the lap board and seeing Adam set 259s and like half the cars on the grid.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
I was leaning on
okay.
the track limits a little bit, but not. I mean, not that much. I think I only did a couple laps in each car, and I could definitely do a 58 in the Cobra.
Jeez.
mind blown. That's really fast. Good thing you didn't take the Cobra then, but
Can change it for this race.
Oh my god. I don't know if you can hear that. My pedals are so... It's actually the bass. It's so noisy. I need to work on
My
that.
God.
This is definitely a track you benefit from having better pedals. So a lot of people think like you need a direct drive wheel to be the fastest, and that's the most important thing. Your pedals are actually more important. It gives you a lot more control, and you think like, well, how is it's just it goes down and it comes up. Like how is that different? When you have a load cell pedal, instead of measuring, I'm doing hand gestures like you can see them. Instead of measuring, a normal pedal measures how far you push the pedal, and that's how much braking force you get. A load cell pedal works how the pedal in your car works. It's not based on how far you push the pedal, it's based on actual force. So instead of like, you know, in the first 5% of my pedal travel, I'm using very little force and getting 5% brake. And then 40% in, I'm using a lot more force, but I'm only getting 40% brake. Where like a load cell, I push 5% and I'm getting very little, but it quickly ramps up
Porsche, I'm
as it
barely
gets
hitting
stiffer.
150.
And a lot of them, did you see the guy just fly down into the car? So that gives you a lot more control, because instead of like distance forward and
yeah, we'll
back
probably have a
being
better match with
your
the
brake
next,
force,
couple
it's
of tracks if you just push
directly
in car.
proportional
Same
to
for,
force.
For for the
It's
904.
hard to explain,
bit
but it
desperate,
gives you a
but,
lot more control.
The schedule was made this way.
And that
so
right here is where you'll
so it
benefit a
would,
ton, because
would be punishing
this track
for,
is
more
almost
extreme
entirely
car, heavier, and,
how
let's
controlled
say
your
less
braking
powerful
is,
ones
because it's
at some
just
point.
long straight corner.
There's still possibility to change. So congrats, Jake, for the poll.
Thank you.
I hope I can give you a run for your money, but I'm not setting up that bar too high for myself.
But yeah, it's
Okay,
all
congrats,
about
Jake, and congrats,
braking
Patrice.
as hard and
good
consistently as you
quality.
can, and then
Yeah, it's been,
maximizing your corner exit. So
it's been,
making
a
sure
bit,
you don't
up and
kick a
down
car
this season, but yeah,
sideways, making sure you don't
that's
mess
really
up.
nice for
So
sure.
for
I'll
the
take it.
race, I think I'm gonna try and
Last
play it
race, I did
safe on
pretty
brake,
terrible 'cause I
so
didn't
I can do
practice.
better on exit. I'll
And
lose
I
a
didn't
few
practice
tenths
again this week, but
each
I
break,
feel okay
but
at least.
I'll gain on exit. If you mess
We'll
up
see
your
how my
braking and you
consistency is.
outbrake yourself, you'll lose like 2 seconds. So
Yeah,
I think I'm gonna sacrifice the
loads
tenths
of
to
time
protect the
first,
seconds, and
let's say
then,
first 3 corners
like
for
I
me,
said, we're gonna
that's
save
where
on
it's,
pitch strategy. So that's where I'm gonna try and
you make or break a
make
lap,
up some
basically,
time. We're
Yeah.
starting
That's
5th
correct.
out
I
of
don't even know where to.
looks
begin
like
turning.
8 cars are
Exactly.
actually
Going out.
in.
I mean,
These grayed out
how
cars
much
aren't in
is,
right now, I don't believe.
The white line is in
For the
the
First
end.
corner?
So
Yeah, first
I'm
corner.
gonna
So
aim
The first corner,
for
I
third-
drift to the right,
third
and I
or
drift
fourth.
halfway over the pit line, which obviously you can't do if there's a car coming.
I see.
But
I'm gonna
like,
try and get
just
up. I really
before
want to
the
hit
line
third.
ends,
I'm
or
coming
as it
coming for
ends,
Will.
I start braking.
I
see,
want
see.
third.
But I
We
do a
don't
light
have the
brake.
speed, but I'm
I
hoping
do a
I
longer
can do
light
the
brake instead of a heavy
consistency.
brake.
I see. Just before the line ends.
Like when
Um,
it when
also,
it ends.
so I
There's
don't
leeway
have
there.
that timer
I see, I see.
anymore.
You know,
You brake
Instead,
later,
that
brake
race
longer.
data in the
Yes.
bottom right corner, that will tell
haven't
you
practiced
the
enough to get it
actual like
exact
it estimates how many laps are going to be done
But it
based
doesn't seem
on
to
the
affect
time
too
frame.
much where you
So
turn
you
it.
can look at that to see where we are in the
going in the
race.
grass at the
Also, when I
exit
look
does,
up,
but,
it'll have
Yes,
the
don't
time
do that.
left up
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
Huge
Um,
jump
Don't-
there
don't-
if you stay
But
on
that's
the
why I
grass
used
there.
that,
Exactly. Yeah,
because
don't ask me
I was
how-
always
how I
having to
know,
guess and
Taxiway.
rush to try and
if you
figure
hit it,
out
you
how
go,
to
like,
start the timer.
Space program.
Yeah,
But with that, I don't have to.
I'm sure the guy
It'll
who did
just
the
do it
track
all
mod did
itself.
it on purpose. That
Yeah.
halfway to the next straight. If
I'm
you're
gonna
still on
lower
the grass,
Discord a
well,
bit too, because it's a little
tough
loud.
luck.
There you go. I
Well,
lowered
this
it.
is an airport, no?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Well, we don't do that kind of airport track very often. I really like my track.
Okay.
And much of it, you.
Here we
Please,
go.
please, yes, I like that. How you talk.
Oh,
yes.
it's cold.
Oh,
Is
no.
it cold? It
Do
is.
I, do I air up or no?
I'm gonna leave my tire pressures the
oh,
same.
Yeah. What do we do?
I was.
We go
I
up?
might air up 1 psi.
I'm gonna keep it the same. I think my tires
are
will.
degrees, so I'm
get
not
warmer.
worried about it.
No, it dropped like
Alright.
10.
Now I'm taking off my
Yeah,
jacket. I
oh,
had it
yeah,
on because I
28.
was
Oh,
a little
crap.
cold, but now I'm gonna be sweating. I think that's what I
Alright,
messed
it'll be
up on the
fine.
first race.
Now, is
Yeah,
it air or asphalt that matters?
I
don't-
think
I can
being
never figure out.
cold
they both
makes
matter
me
a lot.
mess up.
Asphalt matters. Yeah, it's the race is.
Like I think
January
when
or
I'm
something, I
chilly,
don't know
I'm very
exactly,
jittery, and that messes up my
which makes
racing.
sense for Florida.
So I think that I had put in the description for the second race that I think I figured out why I was so
28
out of it.
degrees. Cool.
That's part of it.
Florida.
I think just being cold, I get jittery, and then I can't get in tune with the car.
Win the 24 kilometers.
So
an
now
hour
I'm a
is
little
slow,
chilly, so
isn't it?
it'll be a little bit
Just
out of it, but
like-
as I get warm, I should dial in.
Yeah,
GPU is working hard.
I'm sure I'll regret it.
I'm
but,
also praying I don't have a computer
Well, I did
crash.
the
I've
same
had
thing,
2
so,
this week
I'll
for an
regret it.
issue I haven't had for over a year that is unresolvable. So I
That
tried
is true.
some simple things to hopefully fix it. I'll go, like I said, a year between crashes, and then sometimes I get 2 or 3 in a week. So I don't know.
Yeah, good luck.
I'm just praying it doesn't happen during
yeah,
this.
Yeah, orange zone up to the airpin. That's,
Alright, this is gonna be hard.
good luck.
I don't want to kill anybody. I knew the Corvette power would help us.
Damn it, stuttering again.
Oof. My shifter actually moved. I need to tighten the mount a little bit. It's actually really tight. I think I need like sandpaper or something between to give the wood more friction. It's so scary braking into these corners behind people. Because if you mess it up, you risk murdering somebody. Oh, that's not what I wanted. We're all right. But that loses a lot of time, as you can see. It's just so hard to stop this car when it's so heavy with so much fuel. Dang, Will's got some power in that Cobra. I think the Corvette's got more power, but he pulled on me there. I feel nervous. My braking feels very inconsistent, which is not what you want on a track like this behind other cars. Oh boy. Oh, I wanted to do a pedal app so you could see my exact pedal inputs to see just how much you have to work the car on this track. I forgot to do it. Oh well. You also have to be careful because you can't really see the brake markers. Whoa, he slowed down a lot. I don't really want to push this into the hairpin. That was a pretty good exit. You can see just how much that exit makes a difference. I have more power, but also just getting that exit right, you can see I pulled away from him hugely. My heart is pounding. Let's see what lap times we're doing. I have a feeling we're going pretty good. Or not. 308s. To be fair, yeah, we're going through these corners slower, so that makes sense. We're in a really good spot though, being as long as I can stay close to Will, we're in a good spot because I have a feeling he's gonna take tires and I'm not, so we're gonna gain a lot of time there. Car will be harder to handle, but right now is some of the hardest it's going to be to handle because of all the fuel. As it burns fuel, this car gets so much faster. So we should be in decent shape, hopefully. We'll see. Name of the game is just consistency and control. Do what I can to not kill the tires. Fourth place, I'm pretty happy. And my pit strategy, I can pit whenever, because all I'm doing is adding a single liter of fuel. So if I get caught behind somebody, I can pit. But my best strategy right now, since I'm going as fast as I can, there's nobody blocking me, is to just run it out as long as possible. Reason for that, oop, I missed a gear there. The reason for that is if I pit now, for example, I will be stuck behind everybody else, and the slower cars in particular that are already behind me. But if I pit later, I'll be in front of those cars, hopefully. Well, I will, because they're probably going to grab tires where I won't. So ideally, the later I can pit, the better. And with how things are going right now, I have zero reason to pit early. Ooh, God, that was bad. I've had that a few times in practice because the corner's so bumpy. I've had much worse in practice though, so that's all right. Ooh. I thought I was gonna hit that. Let's see. Tire pressures are a little high on the front end, but that's fine. They'll probably lose pressure as they lose grip. So ultimate goal is to stay within 15 seconds of third place, because that's about how much time I'll save with my tires. Or honestly, probably closer than that because they'll be faster with the new tires. So maybe within 7 to 10 seconds is a safe bet, I think. Absolutely not clean. I just got very lucky that I didn't hit that wall. Oh god, I hate that corner. That's a lie, I hate every corner here. Let's see. 305s, that's fast. I didn't get to see what I did, but probably like 307, 308. That was very good. Okay. Whoa, I got spooked into that corner, but we did good. I'm like a little bit too far left, and my foot is... My brake foot, every time I hit the brake, is like on the edge of my clutch. And it's very disconcerting. That was very good. A little slow on exit, but that's all right. Let's see, 4.2 to the car in front, 3.7 behind. That's pretty good. I can brake harder into this corner, I'm just scared to. Like I said, it's not worth the tenths. I keep hearing little like noises. I don't know if that's Discord.
Okay, welcome your please.
Oh, I think that's somebody's mic.
It's so hard to judge how much relief there.
Ooh,
I just heard
nice
that
pass,
sound
Will.
just to be safe.
No, you did perfect. This is hard to tell where you are on the
No, the ratchet noise is my wheel. It's like a doot, Do. Do. It sounds like the sound when you hit the Discord push to talk, but a little bit different. I think it's noise suppressed background noise. That's like getting around the noise suppression. That kind of like weird sound. All right, we did a 305. That's pretty good. Ooh, oh God, don't hit that. Don't hit that. I'm getting very close to those. Oh!
My steering wheel came off. Fuck.
Someone lost their steering wheel?
Yeah, because I have a test mounted.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I've had that happen. That's why mine's hard mounted now. I've had that happen IRL. If you want to experience real fear. That was very slow on the gas. It was a good corner. I just went a little too wide on exit, which made me wait to get on throttle. Oh, there's a huge gap now. So we are very comfortably in fourth. The cars in front aren't very far ahead. And like I said, they changed the tire wear because apparently the tire wear was a lot worse for other cars, which makes me think they'll probably pit even with, or they'll probably take tires even with the reduced tire wear, unless, I don't know, maybe other people didn't really have that. I'm hoping they pit for tires, because that's where I'm gonna get in front of them. Oh. It's a drag race now. He messed up, but so did I, so I didn't get to capitalize on that. Starting to struggle. I really want to push, but I need to stay in my consistency. So I'm just gonna remind myself, don't make mistakes, don't push it. Keep my own pace. Yes, thank you, Wes. I have to keep moving my left foot over because it keeps wanting to hit the clutch. That was a decent exit. We're doing exceptionally well with tires right now, too. In practice, I was sliding a lot more. We're doing very, very good with tire wear. We've had a few big slides, but in practice it was like twice a lap I was having some pretty big ones. So I'm very happy with tire wear right now. .306, I'm happy with that. Whew. I didn't think I was going into that fast, but that corner came up real quick. But we got around. About a quarter of the way through our fuel. That's about where I put the brake bias forward before, but it's feeling good, so I'm gonna wait to move it forward. The reason I'd move it forward, the gas tank's in the back, so as we burn fuel, our rear tires will have less grip when we're braking. So they'll start to lock up before the fronts, which will do stuff like that, kick your car sideways. Especially when you have a V8 like this that has such a massive fuel tank. It's like I just took 100 pounds off the back of the car by the time I'm empty. So you need to gradually move your brake bias forward to account for that. wish Connor was in this race. I would love to see where he would be with the Corvette. I think my setup is a lot better than last time, but I still think he would be in front of us. It would have just been really interesting to see another Corvette and see where he finished. But I think that spring rate change made a massive difference. It wasn't big, but the car just feels that little bit more willing to rotate without feeling unstable. That made a really big difference in controllability. Can't tell if Adam's getting closer or not. This real-time thing is really all over the place. The only place it's really accurate is like on a long straight like this, because I don't know if it does it by raw distance rather than track distance. But it'll be like, yeah, you're 8 seconds ahead, and then like 2 corners later it'll say you're 15. Yeah, so we're about 20 seconds ahead. So we're in very good shape. I'm surprised he got out of the corner that well after sliding so much. But I think we're in a good shape for third because he definitely has to grab tires. If he's sliding that much, I think he's going to be going for them. We are nearing halfway. So I think he will be stopping for tires pretty soon here. Oh, missed that gear. It gets around this corner so much better too. I used to have to let off to get around it, but I'm going through it flat out. Yeah, this says we're definitely in the yellow on tires. They're definitely going to be touching the red by the time we get done, but they feel great, and that's thanks to that fuel. The fuel honestly makes a bigger difference in this car than the tires. That's why even though my tires are fairly worn, I'm staying pretty much the same speed just because the car is so much lighter with less fuel. I've hit those hay bales before too. Those are solid. That's like hitting a concrete barrier. If you hit those, you're done. $68 liters of fuel, so we should be good. Alright, so anyone doing tire strategy is going to pit sometime in the next 3 laps, I would say, because we're right at halfway. I'm going to wait to pit. I wouldn't pit at all, except that we have the requirement to, which is good, because it adds strategy. If there was no requirement, probably nobody would pit. But if you have to pit, then it really becomes, alright, well, if I have to come through the pits, I might as well grab tires.
Right up.
It's starting to get a little squirrely, so I might start trying to push the balance forward. Yeah, I'm gonna give it 0.5% forward. Ooh! I went too hot into that. But we didn't hit the wall, so I'm happy. And it seems like the front two are slowing down, because we definitely weren't that close to them before. So I think it's very true that the Corvette goes through a lot less tire wear, because we're closing in. And I'm starting to feel the car slow down, but it's not slowing down nearly as much as they seem to be. This only shows, someone might have. There's a very small turnout for this race. Ooh. Braked late for there, but we had a pretty good recovery, so it didn't really cost us. We're within 7 seconds of Jake. Let's go. I'm stoked for that. If they all go for tires, we're going to come out in first place. Then I just have to hope my laps are fast enough to keep me there. But, I don't know, there's a possibility they might not go for tires. Yeah, we're on our fastest laps right now, 3:04s. Oh! Oh, Jake lost it. I wonder if he hit the hay bale? I say as I nearly eat that one. I'm definitely starting to feel it. Let's make sure. Yep, we're adding 1 liter of fuel. We are not changing tires, no repairs. All right, our pit strategy is all set. I had to make sure I didn't accidentally have it set to change tires. Mind the bump, yeah. Sebring is one of the bumpiest tracks because it's an actual landing strip. This is an abandoned airfield. And you might be like, well, why is that so bumpy? Because when planes land and their tires lock, they dig holes into the ground. And the other time I raced Sebring, when I did the 12-hour race with my team, that track felt even more bumpy because it's a different layout. So you're going sideways over a lot more of the bumps. Oh, we're right on them. Oh. Let's go. Let's go. Just keep it consistent. There, Will goes into pit. Now becomes one of the hardest parts. I don't have anyone in front of me to reference. So I don't have anyone to kind of gauge speed off of. So we'll probably lose a bit of speed. Because I want to stay consistent. And not risk wrecking because I'm going too fast when I don't have my reference points. So we're going to lose a little bit of time just being careful. But I'm alright with that. See, like right there. That would have been real bad if I was pushing it. I missed a gear. But we're good. The long straights into the tight corners are the worst to lose the gear because your engine does a ton of your braking. So when you lose a gear, it's almost like you took your foot off the brake. Very terrifying. Which is why for this corner, like that last one, I give myself extra room. So if I do miss a gear, it doesn't really throw me off. But I might start pushing that corner a little bit harder. Ooh, come on, come on, come on. Okay, I just heard that noise like 2 seconds ago. I don't know what it is. Jake stayed out as well, I think. From the looks of it. He might be doing a no tire strat as well. $20 minutes, alright.
Took an extra 5 liters at pit just in case. And that was just enough to put us side by side.
That's good news, because that means they're going to be battling for position and losing time. What you want more than anything when you're in the lead is to look in the mirror and see the 2 cars behind you fighting for position, because you're always slower when you're fighting for position. 306.5, so not fast, not slow. I'm alright with that. I'd like to be faster, but we're alright. Alright, brake bias is getting moved forward a little bit more. So I'm feeling the rear step out more under braking. God, if they had kept it at 135% tire wear, I don't know if this strategy would have worked. Because like I said, it's struggling now with 18 minutes to go. At an extra 25% wear, ooh, it would have been real fucking dicey. It's getting really hard to get through this corner properly. I'm gonna need to start braking earlier for it. Alright, so Jake just pitted. I want to pit as late as possible. Actually, it might be smarter to brake early. We're gonna take a look at what lap times they're doing. If they're doing faster lap times, I want to pit now so that I stay in front of them. If they start doing faster lap times and I get out of the pits and they're in front of me, I'm done. But if I get out of the pits and I'm ahead of them, then they have to get around me. And I don't block, but you will lose seconds when you're behind someone just trying to get around. So it benefits me to pit where I'll still be ahead of them. So I think next lap we'll do our pit, because everyone will have pitted, so we're still going to come out in front, hopefully. .310, 305, 305. Yeah, we'll pit this time to stay in front. Especially because, I don't know how, for me when I pit, it kind of throws me off. Because you're like so in tune, and then you have to basically take 15 seconds to just do nothing and breathe. So it kind of takes you out of race mindset. So it's good to get that done with me as far ahead of them as possible. So I have that lap or two to get back into race groove before they're on top of me. Whew. All right, we're gonna pit and they're gonna be not far behind us. Brake early. Not fast, but at least controlled. All Alright, Will's in second. Let's go. Let's go. This might come down to a battle between me and Will. That'll be so dope. Alright, pit this time. Pit this time. Hay bale trauma. Dude, you say that as a joke, but do you remember I don't know if you saw the first race when I fucking pile drive to hay bale on the exit of one of the corners and like went airborne? Hay bale trauma is real. Alright, we're going for it, boys. Alright, we need to do this fast and efficiently. Alright, that was... I could have braked a little better on the way in, but that was about as good as we can do. And we're out. We have a 14-second lead. I expect Will to be about 2 seconds a lap faster, which is not enough. As long as I can stay consistent and in the 306s, we'll be good. Assuming real time is correct, which I, let's be honest, never is. We'll see on the next straight. Oh. Alright, we didn't hit the hay bales, I'm happy. Another 0.5% forward. I said 2 seconds a lap, that might not be true. We're starting to really struggle. Oh yeah, boys. Tires are right on the edge of the red. I don't know what... Oh, it's not tracking when I don't have it open. Yeah, 186 laps and they'll be in the red. Okay, buddy. That's the only thing I hate with a lot of the tire apps. If you don't have them open, they don't track. And now it's going all the way back down. I've never seen it do that before. Still all over the place. I think we're in the red, because that's where it was saying the first time I had checked it, and I think that's more accurate. Or at least in the yellow, very close to the red. I also want to say I took a 3.5 hour nap today. I think that quite definitely helped. We have about 5 laps of fuel. We should have plenty. Trying to see if I have any other apps. I don't have the default Assetto one to tell me. The default Assetto one might read differently.
Yeah, Cobra.
I thought you had it. That was beautiful.
Yeah, the Ferrari had other ideas. Sorry.
Sorry, I think I went wide there. I have no idea.
Okay, 8 minutes left. They're battling for position. We still have a good gap. It's hard to say. I think 20 seconds?
I have to go to this one first.
It was shorter, but on the straights it says, all right, I'll go 16. I think that's more than I would have expected. But I usually judge real time to be most accurate on the straights, because then it's a straight line for it to calculate. And I think we're in really good position. We have a very, very, very high chance to win this. .302, that's fast. I think he's too far back. Because if he was where Will is right now, I'd be scared. But he's a bit further back. Ooh, Will might be closing in. Or not. I hate real time. What is this? It went from 7 seconds to 32. How am I supposed to gauge how far back someone is? It goes from, yeah, you might see them in your rearview mirror to, yeah, they're like a country mile away. You might say, well, why don't you look in your mirrors? Because they only go back like 200 meters. Actually, they go back further than when I was doing practice. They actually do go back pretty far. In practice, it was only like 200 meters for that preset. I guess for the race preset, I have them go further back. I might need to shorten that distance. That'll save me some performance. Alright, so we have about 2 laps left, and we have 3.5 laps of fuel, so we are solid on fuel for once. For once! After 2 races of like having to fuel save on the last lap. I'm really excited. So the cool thing that CMS does too, a lot of servers do this, but they have a server for the race stats after the race. Ooh, that wasn't great. She's all right. And you can see it has a whole bunch of fun things, like a list of all of the fastest laps. So not just the fastest, but like a list of them, so you can see like, all right, did Jake set 4 of the fastest times, or did he set the first 2 fastest and then Will set 1 and then blah, 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 which I think is really cool. 3:05.5, so we're in great shape. But the other cool thing it does is it has consistency, which I don't know if that's based on like corner by corner consistency or just overall lap time. But I'm really excited to take a look at that, because I have a feeling I was the most consistent this race, because our lap time stayed very similar. I've slowed the car a good bit, but overall kept it under wraps. I think we will be either the most consistent car or at least second or third. Ooh. Will is definitely getting closer, but we are coming to the last lap. He's definitely not going to be close enough, as long as I don't mess it up. That's still being so weird. I think from what I know of practice, about 19 laps put me in the red, and I can't see the little racer thing there, but I know the whole race was supposed to be about 19 to 20 laps. So we are definitely in the red. But she is remarkably controllable. Like, I've had to adjust the brake bias forward as the tires wore, but dropping it from 135 to 110 really helped this car stay controllable. And that spring change made a huge difference. But on top of that, when I did my practice, I don't think I set my practice server, or not practice server, I just run solo practice on my PC. But I don't have it set up for grip, like to increase in grip. As you can see, the track is up to 100% grip now. So all my practice was full tire wear at 97% grip. I didn't account for the fact that the track was going to be getting grippier, and that would help me out a ton. So that made that extra 3%, it doesn't sound like a lot. That is a huge amount in terms of racing. 3% is the difference between new tires and tires that, like these, which in this car has not made a huge difference because I've been consistent and slow at the start and slowly dialed up my pace. But in an actual race car, that's a 3% tire grip is the difference between, like, in a 20 car race, that could be 1st to 10th or 15th. 3% is humongous in racing. Final lap. We still have a lap and 0.8 of fuel, so we are plenty good. So this is the final one. Just taking it very easy. The funny thing is, a lot of times, if you back off 1 or 2%, you make more mistakes too. So you have to be very careful. Because you think you're going slower, but you fall off of the groove that you've built up for the last 20 laps. So I've had a lot of times where I eased off to be safe and ended up messing up because of that. So it's a very tricky game to play. Because suddenly you're loading the car differently in the corners, you're braking at different spots that you're not used to, so it can throw you off. Alright, 1 corner left. I am sweating. Let's see what this final lap time was. .305. Race over. I still can't believe it. Am I sure there's not another lap? I did not. Let's go.
Fucking hell.
Woo!
What's happening?
Dude,
No gas.
I hate to do 1 lap, 0.6 laps worth of fuel.
No.
It's like having basic side
Let's
effects.
go.
They have me.
Oh, you made it to the finish, Adam.
Oh my god. I should have put the beats just to get 2
I'm trying to drift it, but it
meters.
it's so heavy.
Just at the exit of the last corner.
Oh my god, yes, let's go. It was so risky, but it paid off dividends. 1 second, let me put this
that was
over here
fun.
for a second.
Yeah.
Who dropped out?
Adam, I think.
Yeah, Adam.
Sorry, I had something in my throat.
Tough on this track.
Yeah, you could have picked another car. And I don't think he wanted to, but yeah.
Oh my god.
Not the most, the best matchup you could think of, for sure.
Nico's flying, man. What? That was something else. Man.
I thought I was gonna come in like 5th too. I was not comfy on this track.
Insane.
At least I got a little more respectful down to a low 306. Okay.
I ended up being really consistent, which I wasn't in
Yeah,
practice.
definitely. It's hard. It's easy to like be offline and not realize it. Oh yeah.
Where's my
The
mouse?
poor front end on these things.
Oh, there it is.
Hopefully the next track. Hopefully the next track doesn't have stupid hay bales.
Yeah, those hay bales
Oh gosh.
Made out of concrete.
were a thing.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I
We
think Adam-
fucking
yeah,
won
it
one.
was,
Let's go. Let's
really tight,
go.
battle with Adam, and he lost at the.
Oh, I'm
in
so
the first,
stoked.
First runway section, he crashed
Oh.
into variables. Wasn't too bad. He was able to come back, but yeah, probably had something
I-
else happening.
We're gonna be up in points too. We were in
Well, congrats
6th.
for your first win. And I
Thank
guess
you.
it's,
I was not expecting that
it's
at
a
all.
nice one. Really well done.
I was playing it risky going without the tires.
They might be. I think they live stream, so they might be finishing up their live stream.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I have it set to the wrong mic.
Because the mic is, it's like making contact. It's like.
I have it on the wrong mic this entire time. Where's my mouse?
Mount Tremblay.
En tremblant.
Oh,
Yeah. Hey,
That
I'm
sounds like fun.
I'm the one hosting this one. It's at my place basically, and in many
There
ways
we
at
go.
my place.
Jeez.
Yep.
I went through all the trouble of setting up push to talk, and then I had it set to the wrong microphone.
Oh,
No.
no.
So yeah, I did not take tires. Even when it was going to be 135%, I was playing with the idea, like I had already decided not to. That was going to be insanely risky, and I think it wouldn't have paid off. The 110 made it to where it ended up paying off for the Corvette, because like
Yeah.
I forget what their
Yeah, you
name
were
was.
saving in the beginning, weren't you?
The whole race, I just took it easy. I just stayed the same pace. Because I knew as long as I was close to you guys, I didn't need to pass you because I was going to be ahead once I did the tire change.
Yeah.
And in my practice, as long as I stayed consistent, the Corvette ended up, even with worn tires, picking up pace just because of the fuel is the biggest thing in this car. So I was like, I know they're going to pick up time after, but that 10 to 15 seconds, I should still be hopefully around 305, 304, and that won't be enough.
So I wound up being at least as fast, if not faster, with fuel, because when I ran out of fuel or got lower on fuel, the front of the car picked up like a monster truck.
See, the Corvette, I just slowly dialed my brake bias forward over the course of the race, like probably 1.5%, because as it burned so much fuel, it lost so much weight off the rear. So as long as every like 20 to 30 liters for the Corvette, I would push it forward 0.5%, and I would just start to feel the car kick sideways in the corners, and I'd be like, okay, I need to knock it forward a tick.
Yeah.
But other than that, the
would've
front
loved-
stayed good.
I would have loved to do that, except I don't have brake bias bound.
You need that. Just get a keyboard
know.
next to you.
I do. I should have bound it to something. I'm building that button box. I gotta finish it.
I know. Do the keyboard in the meantime, because that 1.5% is the difference between being consistent in the Corvette and locking the rears and spinning out every corner.
Yeah. So if I, at the beginning of the stint with full fuel, all four tires lock up like evenly, but at the end of the stint, the rears lock first. Like,
Yep.
Absolutely first.
That's the same
And
how this
I have
is.
to, I'm braking and like I feel the wheels start to tug, and that's how I know to let off.
Yeah, and that's how it is in the Corvette, and that would just send me sliding through corners and losing all my tire grip, but also the speed on exit. So I just have to methodically move it forward. And the biggest thing, and it was a bigger issue when I was practicing in the race, I was way more consistent than all of my practice, and I made a last minute setup change. I changed my spring rates like right after qualifying to make the car rotate a bit more, and that paid so much. It made the car drive so much better. But yeah, it was just taking it easy the whole way through and just preserving the tires paid off a lot for the Corvette.
On the hairpins, the rear brake bias was good. It helped, but that's like 2 or 3 corners.
Yeah.
The rest made it really spicy.
Yeah, you were paying a lot in after the big hairpin. You were paying in the chicane. I was caught up to you like 2-3 times.
Yeah, I know. I wasn't too good through there. That was just a skill
That's
issue.
the car. Maybe it's the car. I don't know. My
No,
car
it was a
is
skill
way
issue.
better.
You were just better through there than I was. There was
What were you breaking?
Oh,
the
God,
little
I'm
chicane,
so stoked
Yeah,
we
I
got
would
that
turn
win.
in at the cone before that pit road or before that little off road. I would turn in at the cone,
I'm
but I
so
wouldn't
stoked,
brake
y'all.
until the road. So I would turn in before braking, actually.
No, wait. Are we talking about the same corner? Wait.
Maybe not.
No. The little chicane with
Let's take a look at how much
with the
practice
ramps
I
outside, the
actually
dirt
ran for
ramps?
this
Oh,
compared to
like
the
with
other
white
tracks.
tires.
Yeah.
Okay, I was braking. I broke too early there. I was braking at the 200 board, but I should have broke
Alright.
a little after.
So yeah,
The
this was
issue
I did the
is
most
I
practice
kept,
here.
Like getting the car
I did
upset, and if I
750
braked at the
kilometers
right
of practice.
point,
I don't know
would,
how to
like,
switch
way
this to
overshoot.
miles. Sorry. Like probably like
Yeah,
400,
in
500
that scenario, you
miles
have to be, like,
of practice.
meta as fuck and just
an hour
then
of this is
put
the
the brake
race
bias
too,
forward
so
or whatever.
subtract that.
Yeah.
But
You really need that.
I did
With brake
100
bias forward,
about
the car
100
wouldn't
kilometers
rotate.
more practice than
Again, skill issue.
Duschlingering.
If I could drive better, it wouldn't have been a problem.
Dutchlandering. I'm getting I'm gonna get canceled for
maker.
pronouncing that.
Yes.
While you're taking the corner,
but yeah,
put
that
the brake bias. No, that's
as
not
my
good.
most practiced of the tracks we've done
Thanks
so
for racing,
far.
guys. I appreciate it. I had a blast.
Yeah, it was fantastic. I was on you guys, and I was just like, I hope this pays off. I hope I don't lose the car towards the end of the race doing this strategy.
No, you kept it, and honestly, that's great. I love when there's overtakes and stuff because of strategy and
Yeah.
planned stuff like that. It just makes it so much more interesting.
That's what I love with endurance racing too.
Yeah.
That's my favorite part of it, is especially when you mess things up, like you have a wreck or something, and now you're all have panicking, trying to figure out like, all right, how are we changing our strategy on this as the race is going on? That's so fun.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I gotta do more enduros.
I do too. I just have to. It's getting better, but I have to wait for my wrists to get better before I can do like 3 to 4 hour long races again.
Yeah. I'm glad it's getting better.
Kind of. it's
Kinda.
stagnant, but it's in a better place than it was before. But I think if there was once I tried to get back into like competizione, which I am awful at, and as I was trying to actually like do practice every few days, I ended up having to drop out because it just got too bad. So I did see a doctor about it, and basically we talked about things, and surgery is an option, so I might be doing that in December. We'll see.
What up?
Basically, like the tendons in my wrists are very inflamed. Specifically, if you lift your wrist, that tendon and the thumb tendon, they cross over, and where they cross over in my wrist, it's very unhappy.
Oh, I see. Oh, that's yeah.
So racing, when it's inflamed, it makes it a lot worse. When it's not inflamed, I can get away with like 2 to 3 hours.
Yeah, but see, but doesn't it hurt like an hour and a half? And then doesn't it really start to hurt or something?
An hour and a half, I start to feel it. Like it starts to tell me it's getting annoyed, but I can do an hour and a half, at least like weekly, without issue. If I was doing an hour and a half every day, I would get through like 2 days before I would have to probably take a week off.
Is that genetic? Did you?
No, my parents don't have it. It's just the way the tendons, I guess, built. Like, and it popped up out of nowhere. Like, it popped up 3 years ago, where one day my one wrist kind of felt a little off, and then the next day both wrists felt it, and then it just progressively got worse from there. And it's better now than it was. Like, I think about a year and a half ago was when it was at its worst. That like I couldn't even use a computer. Like it was really bad. So it's better, but it's still extremely restrictive.
I see.
All right, I think we'll
Also,
end the stream there.
my wheel came off once, and I tapped the.
Let's see,
wheel,
where is Discord? There's
and
or
the
not
best
Discord.
part,
There's
the-
here.
My rim was coming off.
But
Oh,
all right,
yeah.
thank y'all for
So-
tuning
so
in.
how do you
I'm
have it? Are you
so
using, like, the
stoked we
factory
got that
clamp, or are you
win.
using-
Yeah, the factory
Um,
clamp. My
I
setup
think we were in
is
6th in
clamp
points.
on
That's
my
gonna move us
office.
forward a good bit.
That's fine.
On
There's
top of
nothing wrong
that,
with Ghetto.
we drop
so
a
what
race, and I did not take part in the
had
first
a,
race because I was not
I
here.
started with
So with the drop, we might be like maybe
Logitech,
3rd in
what is it,
points,
the,
maybe 4th. I don't know.
No,
We're
it
not
was
in a
lower
position to
than that.
win points, I
the
don't think.
Motorsports GT.
Will has
Yeah.
done better like
Oh,
every
really,
race,
really low spec.
except
And
for this one.
that
So
one I
he's
used
pretty
the
far
stock
ahead of
kit,
us
but
in
when I went
points.
to I went to a Thrustmaster T300.
But I think we might have a chance for a
it's a
top
web
3,
now.
which is what I'm gonna
Okay.
aim for.
Yeah,
So the T300.
I'm gonna
I'll
stop
send-
the
I'll send
stream.
you a picture
Penny's
of the clamp
wants to
I
go
use.
out. She was out like
I
2
don't
hours ago,
use
but
the
she's gotta
stock
go again.
clamp. I
Thank y'all
have
again
a
for
piece
tuning